Hello, Year 5, and welcome to Wednesday's SPAG lesson. Let me try and line up my camera. There we go. Okay, and I will share my screen with you. So we're going to start off, as we always do, with our word of the day. So the word of the day today is harrowing, which is an adjective, despite the fact that it's got ing on the end of it. So a harrowing experience is extremely upsetting or disturbing. So the visit to the prison was a harrowing experience. So harrowing means if something has happened to you that was horrible, you would describe it as harrowing. So synonyms are distressing or frightening. Antonym or its opposite can be comforting. So can you have a go at using that adjective in a sentence for me? Okay then, guys. So we're carrying on with looking at our spelling rule ably and ibly on the end of a word. Now, the reason I'm showing you these words at the start is because if you end up taking less than the 30 minutes in SPAG for the activity, you can feel free to come back and just have a go at practicing these. Now, different people have got different ways of practicing spellings, whether it is writing them out repeatedly, which works for a lot of people, whether it's writing them out in different colors, whether it is saying them to yourself, whether it's practicing using them in sentences. So I will give you an activity, but then if you have time left over at the end of the lesson, please do go back and practice these words in whichever way you find the most effective. So we've got probably, possibly, understandably, unbelievably, incredibly, unreasonably, imperceptibly, and regrettably as our focus words. And we're going to be carrying on focusing on spelling ably and ibly words today. So this is activity 1, and then there is a second activity as well. They're both on the same sheet in Teams today. So here you can see we've got a table and we've got adjectives and adverbs, and they've got the same root word, and we're having a look to see what has happened to them spelling wise to turn them from adjectives to adverbs. So we've got probable, which becomes probably. We've got possible, which becomes possibly. We've got understandable, which becomes understandably. Unbelievable, which becomes unbelievably. And incredible, which becomes incredibly. Now, when we were looking at able and able last week, we talked about how able tends to be a suffix that's added onto a root word, whereas able tends to be part of the root word. Now, with ably and ibly, we can see that actually both of them are suffixes. So both of them get added onto a root word. There is a bit of a change from the adjective to the adverb. Not much of a change, and it's pretty consistent throughout, but we can see in each example, the adjective has an E on the end of it, but the adverbs have removed that E and replaced it with a Y. So for your first activity, just in a really quick sentence, can you write a sentence using some examples from that table of what the rule is when we turn those adjectives into those adverbs? So go to your task on Teams and have a go at that for me. Okay, so that's task 1 done. Task 2 is, can you have a go at using these 6 adverbs as fronted adverbials? Those of you that were in school with me in the last week of term, we looked at using adverbs as fronted adverbials, and they can be really, really effective. Now, because this is a spelling lesson, I have put a picture of this instead of typing the words out for you, because just typing them out will give you that chance to keep on practicing them and to practice making sure that you get the spellings of them correct. So that's 6 sentences. Make sure that you are spelling those words correctly. They should be on the text, on the document for you as well, so that you've got them right there. But really do make sure that you are checking them and that you are spelling them correctly. If those 6 sentences and the activity 1 don't take you to that full half an hour, then do make sure that you go back to the first couple of slides and you can have a practice of the ones that we have there in whatever way suits you. But I look forward to reading your sentences and hopefully seeing some fronted adverbials using adverbs in your English writing as well.